Do you like Butthole Surfers? I do. In fact, they're one of my favorite bands. Not ironically, genuinely. I think they captured something emotionally true about modern life that most artists are too polished or too afraid to admit. The first time I heard Pepper, it honestly disturbed me a little. The vocals sounded detached, almost emotionally numb, while everything underneath felt unstable, like reality itself was flickering slightly out of sync. The guitars drift around like distant memories. The rhythm sounds calm, but deeply anxious at times. And the strange thing is, it felt familiar. It felt like being alive. Most bands try to sound dangerous. Butthole Surfers sound emotionally exhausted. And I mean that as a compliment. Take Who Was in My Room Last Night. It feels like machinery tearing itself apart in real time. The guitars grind against each other. The drums surge forward like panic, trying to stay organized. Everything sounds moments away from collapse, but somehow it still holds together. And honestly, that's what being alive feels like sometimes. And that's what skateboarding feels like too. See, people who've never skated think it was rebellion or fashion. It wasn't. Skateboarding was existential. It was kids throwing themselves down concrete staircases trying to feel real for a few seconds, slamming into the ground hard enough to knock the air out of your lungs, then getting back up because landing the trick somehow mattered more than the pain. And there's something heartbreaking about that. Empty parking lots at night, flickering street lights, cheap shoes falling apart after 3 weeks, old VHS skate videos with damaged punk music screaming through blown speakers. You'd watch somebody eat concrete 12 times, trying the same trick, then finally land it for half a second of freedom before gravity took it away again. That, my friend, is human existence. Brief moments of transcendence surrounded by failure, confusion, and impact. Bands like Butthole Surfers understood that emotional texture perfectly. The chaos, the absurd humor, the exhaustion underneath everything. The feeling that society itself might secretly be insane and everyone's pretending it's not. Now, most executives don't understand music emotionally. They consume it like wallpaper during network dinners. My father practically owns the company, so unfortunately I spend a lot of time around men who confuse status with meaning. I remember being at Dorsia with Thomas Allen a few months ago while The Greatest Love of All played softly over the speakers, and he called it safe music. That genuinely irritated me, because when Whitney says, learning to love yourself, it sounds inspirational on the surface. But underneath, there's a sadness, desperation, like someone's trying to convince themselves human beings still have value beyond achievement, appearance, and performance. And weirdly enough, I think Butthole Surfers are exploring the same exact fear. Whitney Houston expresses it through beauty and hope. The Butthole Surfers express it through distortion, paranoia, and emotional collapse. But both are asking the same question. How do you stay emotionally alive in a world that constantly tries to turn you into a performance? That's why I love Butthole Surfers. Their music doesn't comfort you, it recognizes you.